This is question number 17 on the November 2013 higher non-calculator paper. At first glance, this question doesn't seem particularly challenging, but as you read through, and if you recognize that at question 17, there are going to be, at this point in the paper, there are going to be some twists in the questions, and the marks are going to be harder to get, then look out for any issues or challenges in the question. So this question says, AB is a line segment. So it's a line segment, and A is a point with coordinates 3, 6, 7, and the midpoint of AB has coordinates -2, 2, and 5. They want us to now find the coordinates of B. So this type of question has come up often in the past, and this question is actually a slight variation of what's come up before. Before you get two coordinates and be asked to work out the midpoints of the coordinates. The midpoints of the coordinates is found by adding the x's, adding the y's, adding the z's, and then halving your answer to each. In this case, I'm going to draw a picture to try to show me what information I have. So this line is going to be representing the line joining A and B, that line segment. And A is going to be at one end, and I'm going to put A here. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. And A has coordinates 3, 6, 7. B is at the other end. And remember in the question they said find the coordinates of B. I don't know what the coordinates of B are. That's what I want to work out. But they said that the midpoint of AB, so somewhere in the middle, it has coordinates -2, 2, and 5. -2, 2, and 5. That's the coordinates of the center. So that's what we need to think about. Now, at this stage, the easiest way of explaining what you need to do to work out the coordinates of B, right? So for B, we want to work out the x, y, and z coordinates, is what do you do to the coordinates of A to get to this halfway point? And because it's halfway, you'll need to do the same to these coordinates to get the coordinates of B. So, for example, what do I do to 3? So for the x's, what do I do to 3 to get -2? So I need to take away 5 from 3 and I'll get -2. So if I take away 5 again, but this time take away 5 from -2, the x coordinate of B is going to be 7. If I do that for the y coordinates, what do I do to 6 to get 2? Okay, so these are the y coordinates in A, and they're to the midpoint. So I need to take away 4. If I do the same again, I'll work out the y coordinate of B. So take away 4, and that gives me -2. And then come to the z coordinates. What do I do to 7 to get 5? I need to take away 2. So if I take away 2 again, I'm going to get 3. And that's the z coordinate of B. So the coordinates of B, I'm going to write them in here, are going to be -7, -2, and 3. Okay, this is a bit of a tricky question, right? As you can see, the workings are particularly easy. It always helps to draw a diagram when you're a bit unsure, and it gives you an idea of what you need to do. Because this point here is in the middle, this part is equal to this part, so I need to do the same process to get from A to the midpoint as I need to do to get from the midpoint to B. And that's why I looked at what I need to do there. So it was take away 5, take away 5, take away 4, take away 4, take away 2, and take away 2. So think about it, break it down, look at this question for a bit, and make sure you understand it completely.